Greetings and salutations. It is I, Professor Macabro, accompanied once again by my lovely co-host and partner in crime, Zombie Deathcetos. And we are here to regale you with the conclusion of Echo Zero's 80's Week Challenge. Cha, 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 baby. Indeed, it's been a very, very good 80's week from everyone involved. If you haven't checked out the rest of the people that are doing 80's week, I highly suggest you check them out. You have, again, titular Echo Zero, Hobbs Horror, Mr. Bones, Jennifer Tochi, Anthony Chobot, and I, Professor Macabro. Indeed. And it has been a very successful 80's week indeed. Everyone involved picked a whole bunch of cool 80's movies to check out. So, go back and watch each and every one of their videos. You will be pleasantly surprised. Indeed. So, what movie did Professor Macabro decide to end 80's week with? Well, let me show you how it's done. Yeah, so, no, this might confuse you. It is not indeed a sentinel sphere from Phantasm, but it is one of the crystal balls used by Jared the Goblin King. No, not Gareth from Video Tasty's Jared. Yes, indeed. Look into my orb, and I will grant you your greatest wishes. Indeed, we are talking about Labyrinth, baby! And we have DVD number 1 in the collection, DVD number 2 in the collection. This is the anniversary edition 2-disc set. Yes, indeed, has the movie with a bunch of special features. And we even have the Super Bit DVD edition with the slipcover. Let me show it here. Some collecting porn for you. Giggity, giggity. And unfortunately, I couldn't find it among the many movies that are part of the collection. But somewhere in this labyrinth of DVDs that I find myself in is another anniversary collection that has some more special features, some collectible artwork. I'll put a picture of that there. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to find it before recording this video. And now, my obsessive-compulsive ass is like, where the fuck did I put that? Now I need to find it. But, I won't. Let me just, have my little relaxing crystal sphere here to, relax. Yes, relaxing. Very much relaxing. So, much like Ray Harryhausen with Clash of the Titans had the amazing special effects of stop-motion animation, we had another visionary of effects in the 80's, Jim Henson, who brought us the Muppets. Indeed. And he made a bunch of movies. Among his more noteworthy ones are The Dark Crystal, which is all done by puppets, you see. And amazing work with the faces and the expressions and everything done in The Dark Crystal. Jim Henson's company also gave us the live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. They were the ones that were involved with creating the suit, you see, for the Turtles, so that they would move and everything. Very, very cool. And we have, of course, Labyrinth. What is this movie about? Let me tell you. This amazing movie is about this teenage girl called Sarah. Sarah! That's my, Ian Malcolm impersonation from, The Lost World Jurassic Park. Sarah! But no, it's, different Sarah. And, it's not even Sarah Connor. Sarah was actually a very popular name now that I think about it. But this is a Sarah, played by Jennifer Connelly, and oh boy, Jennifer Connelly is one of my eternal crushes, let me tell you. She's a bit older than Professor Macabro, at 45. So when I was a young kid watching this, I was like blown away by how amazing Jennifer Connelly is. And one of my favorite appearances of her is in The Rocketeer. Oh, my goodness. Yes, indeed. Everyone says career opportunities is their highlight of Jennifer Connelly when she's riding that mechanical horse. But for me, it's The Rocketeer. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, so good looking. But this Jennifer Connelly plays again a teenager that is part of a united family. Apparently her parents broke up, or maybe the mother died. We don't know. It's 80's Saint Mom syndrome. One of the parents disappears. You don't know what had really happened to them. So the dad remarried, and now she has a stepmom and a stepbrother. But, of course, being the eldest sister, she has to take care of the little crying, snot-nosed little brat. And she's like, you know what? I'm kind of pissed off at you, little snot-nosed little brat. So I'm going to say, be gone with you, Goblin King, whisk this fucker away. And, of course, the Goblin King's like, okay, fine, I'll whisk the fucker away. And whisk him he does. So now, having a little bit of bout of guilt, she's like, oh, shit, I'm going to get a lot of trouble. I'm going to be grounded for a very, very long time if I don't get back that little snot-nosed little fucker. So she goes into the Goblin King's domain, and she has 13 hours to get the little fucker back by crossing the titular Labyrinth. Yes, indeed. And along the way, she finds this little guy called Woggle, and he's like, I'll help you, but secretly he's working for Jareth, the Goblin King. Again, not Gareth from Video Tasties. Jareth, the Goblin King, portrayed by the amazing, entertaining, awesome, cool, I forgot his name for a second, I had to look it up, god damn it, David Bowie. Yes, indeed, David Bowie is Jareth, the Goblin King. And a lot of the songs were made and performed by David Bowie. So, you got his music here. And if you're a fan of Bowie, well, this movie was a must-watch indeed. But he's always sabotaging Sarah. It's like, well, I'm a bit of a fucker, you see. I'm a bit of a cheating fucker. So, I'm not going to let you get your little punk-ass kid back. Because if Sarah is not... if she's not able to save her little snot-nosed little punk-ass kid before the 13 hours, the kid will transform into a goblin and be part of Jareth's goblin army. And she's like, well, I really don't want that to happen. So she meets Woggle, who's kind of sabotaging her. And then she meets Ludo, this amazing Bigfoot-looking motherfucker with horns. And I gotta say, Jim Henson was a master at making these suits, because the expressions that they got out of Ludo and every one of the characters in this movie is amazing. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you can't do that anymore. Everything would now be CGI and bullshit like that. But this was made with care, love, and dedication to the craft, baby. So she meets up with Ludo, and then she meets up with this weird little dog creature called Dominicus. And together, I will say it's very similar like The Wizard of Oz, where she meets this ragtag band of misfits that help her out to save the snot-nosed little fucker. But they all band together, and after a couple of mishaps and temptations by the Goblin King, you have this really weird, really trippy ending where she's trying to navigate this very, very famous painting-looking thing with the ladders that lead into different places, and she's trying to get her kid, and eventually she has her face off. I want her face off. Oh wait, no, that's a different face off. Ha 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 ha. Professor Macabre deviates a lot at his old age, unfortunately. What were we talking about? Oh yes, Labyrinth. So, super hot Jennifer Connelly recites a couple of words and vanishes the Goblin King and is brought back into her world. And the movie ends a little bit very much like The Wizard of Oz, where she's like, oh, I miss my ragtag bunch of misfits. And they're like, well, just call us and we'll pop up. And she does, and they pop up, so... Is she still in the Goblin King's realm? Is this kind of like some Inception bullshit where she's just trapped within her own brain? Is the Goblin King still fucking with her? We don't know. You could either see it as a happy ending, that she was able to go through all that bullshit for her snot-nosed little kid brother, and she had a happy ending, or the Goblin King is just fucking with her, and trapped forever in an endless loop of this weird labyrinth thing. Up for debate. Can I go for the happy ending or the fucked up ending? I prefer the fucked up ending, indeed. So yes, Labyrinth, what can I say? Amazing lead with Jennifer Connelly. I mean, oh my goodness gracious. That woman, Jennifer Connelly, look her up in The Rocketeer. You'll thank me for it. Hell, watch The Rocketeer. That's a movie that gets overlooked a lot. But Jennifer Connelly in The Rocketeer, I need a smoke. Yes, indeed. And again, you got David Bowie. Yes, indeed. And you got the freaking amazing animated suits by the Jim Henson Company. Again, the story's kind of trippy, so you really have to get into it. But I'm all for Labyrinth, indeed. This is a good double feature between Labyrinth and the Dark Crystal, and you got yourself some trippy, amazing stuff. But the reason why I chose Labyrinth is because, well, again, Jennifer Connelly. Google her, for crying out loud. Oh man, Jennifer Connelly in her prime. Whew. My goodness. Oh no. I won't be able to sit up for a bit. Yes, indeed. Well, if you haven't seen Labyrinth, look into my crystal sphere and go watch it. Everything you want is here. Your dreams, your passions, your horniness, you will find in the sphere. Yes. Go watch it. Highly recommend it. So this concludes Echo Zero's 80s Week Challenge. Cha! 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 I really enjoyed this. Indeed. It's fun to talk about these really weird, obscure movies from the 80s like Xanadu or Labyrinth or Hard Ticket to Hawaii. So yes, if Echo Zero repeats the challenge next year, you can bet your ass that Professor Macabro will participate as well and find even more batshit insane movies from the 80s. But because of the 80s were fueled by cocaine and other drugs, we got a lot of batshit movies to talk about. So I hope Echo Zero does indeed repeat the challenge for next year. Well, I hope you enjoyed my contributions to 80s Week. We're going to get back to some weird horror movies, maybe a little bit of martial arts indeed, so stay tuned for that. But until we see you all again next time, this has been Zombie Deathcitos and your humble host, Professor Macabro, thanking you, and again thanking Echo for the challenge, and wishing you all, like always, a good evening.